Hi everyone, it's Sarah Maywill from Sarah Maywill Tarot Academy. In this video, we're gonna go to the first tarot class with Sarah Maywill. And the question that I always get is, can tarot cards tell pregnancy? So the thing is, for readers or practitioners, especially the ones who are ethical, usually do not do health or pregnancy readings. Reason being, number one, we are not medical professionals. Unless the tarot practitioner themselves is a medical doctor, then of course they can give you certain medical advice, but do not go to a spiritual practitioner for medical advice. It is ridiculous and it is very, very unethical. I do know of certain psychics or witches out there which I believe are a bit of a scammer and they would tell you that they can cure AIDS or cure STDs or something like that. But if this person can cure AIDS, they would actually win the Nobel Prize already. They wouldn't be a tarot practitioner or an astrologer or a psychic. So they are cards that can actually tell possible pregnancy, such as the Empress card and also Three of Cups and also a few other cards. But usually I would just it shows like a pregnancy here, so it can be like a possible pregnancy. But I would always advise clients at the end of the day, still go to your doctor, because like I mentioned, I'm not a medical professional. I can't tell you whether there's actually issues with your eggs or your husband's reproductive system. I can't tell you that. It just shows like there is that potential, whether it's upright, there is that potential, or when it's in reverse there isn't that potential, but I can't tell you what exactly is the issue. So if there is like a medical issue, whether it is your health or whether it's in regards to your fertility, best to seek help from a medical expert, a qualified medical doctor. Do not seek a witch or a psychic for these kind of questions, because most ethical practitioners or readers do not do things like that. Can tarot cards tell timing? So generally, tarot is a form of divination, and divination usually we can look up to 12 months ahead only. However, there are actually certain cards that can tell beyond that. But generally, if those cards that symbolizes years, 7 years, 10 years do not appear, it is generally up to 12 months only. So can tarot cards tell timing? Yes, it can. So some of the cards, it is like, for example, a client pick out a card which shows Four of Wands. Four of Wands in my Tarot Academy, so there are different books that shows different timing. But what works for me and has worked really, really well for me for like many, many, many years is that Wands usually symbolizes weeks, and Four of Wands over here symbolizes 4 weeks. But there is also another format which you can actually learn in my tarot class, how to properly calculate the timing. So you can't just do like a one card reading. Oh, okay, this card shows that in 4 weeks you get married, which is impossible. Let's say you're not even dating right now. How can you get married in 4 weeks? It doesn't make sense. So there is also certain structure or certain spread that will help you tell the timing too. But generally, like Four of Wands symbolizes 4 weeks. And let's say Ace of Pentacles, so certain images also or certain elements also can tell timing. For example, Ace of Pentacles symbolizes autumn. So autumn is August, it is September, October and November. September, October, November symbolizes autumn. So certain things that can materialize in autumn, September, October, November, or next autumn, September, October, November. So aces usually symbolizes opportunity too. So it means like opportunities in autumn or fall, September, October, November. So this is how you tell tarot timing, but it also you must also look at the entire spread, and you can sign up for my course if you want to learn further. Can tarot cards predict love? Of course it can. The top two questions that people always ask when they come to me for readings is career or relationship, family relationship, friendship, and romantic relationship. And love is the greatest thing on earth, and I'm literally writing a PhD thesis on it because it is the greatest thing on love, or on earth, on love. So can tarot cards predict love? Yes, it can. And some of the cards which I have already picked and I want to show you, the ultimate soulmate card, it is the Lover's card. So this card symbolizes soulmate. This card also represents the Gemini zodiac sign. And usually people who are going through their Lover's card year, they will either meet a soulmate, or they will have a lot of suitors, or they will do things that they love, because Lover's card, when it comes to career, it also means like doing the things that you love and you are passionate in. The other card, there are actually many cards that can predict love or symbolizes love or give you certain guidance when it comes to love. But the other one which I love is also the Ace of Cups. So over here it is tears, but it's not like sad kind of tears. It is actually tears of joy. And this Ace of Cups card shows like abundance of love, like overflowing of love, overflowing of happiness, and also potential marriage with this card. So those are some of the cards that predict love. So can tarot cards predict love? Short answer, the answer is yes, it can. And love, it is the greatest thing on earth. Don't stop falling in love. Don't stop believing in love. Don't allow your bad past experience stop you from going after the things that you love, or going after the person that you love, or wanting the person that you love, because love is truly the greatest thing on earth. Can tarot readers read cards for themselves? So those of you who are interested in learning tarot or becoming a tarot practitioner yourself, probably this have come across your mind, because it did come across my mind. And when I first started learning tarot, I actually wanted to read for myself, of course, and then only I started reading for friends and colleagues, and then I started reading for clients. But from the beginning, I wanted to read for myself. That was why I started to learn tarot. Traditionally, tarot readers do not read for themselves. A lot of spiritual practitioners, whether it's in feng shui, whether it's in palmistry, whether it is astrology, typically they do not read for themselves. But I find this to be a bit outdated. It is true towards a certain extent, and I'll explain to you why from a psychological point of view in a bit. But I find that this concept is quite outdated. So the reason why usually practitioners do not read for themselves, it is because of something called the cognitive bias. Meaning, for example, I like this person, but I want to know whether this person like me back. And the cards turn out shit. It turns out really, really bad. And you'll be like, you try and play mind games with yourself, and you'll be like, maybe I didn't shuffle the cards properly. And you do another reading, and then you do another reading, and you do another reading until the cards turn into your favor, meaning that you didn't take the true answer from the cards the first time around. So there will be certain cognitive bias. That is why a lot of readers in the past, they usually don't read for themselves, because when they are emotional and they have like a lot of problems, it's quite hard to like decipher your own cards. But Marshmallow Tarot Academy, I do teach my students to read for themselves, and I've been reading for myself for many years already, but I don't know whether it's because I'm an Aquarius and I have the ability to really detach from my emotions, but just as long as you can detach from your emotions, you can read for yourself. Meaning it's like, okay, right now I really need a guidance from the card, whether it's my career, whether it's my love life, whether it's a situation I'm going through, and whether the reading turns out good or the reading turns out bad, I'm just gonna take it as a guidance. It's not gonna completely change the choices or my plans or something like that. I'm just gonna be careful and take it as a guidance. Then you can read for yourself. So I always take everything as a guidance, whether the cards turn out good or whether the cards don't turn out good, because I find that guidance, whether it's a good guidance, then good for you, but whether it's a not so good guidance, it is a sign for you to be careful. So every guidance is good guidance, at the end of the day. Can tarot cards ruin your life? So many people, they like to overthink, or maybe they watch too many like Harry Potter movies, or they watch too many dramas or things like that. A lot of people, in the past especially, not recent times, because I managed to educate and create awareness in the past few years. But in the past, when I first started, like, people kind of think that tarot is something that is very scary. For example, I have a lot of like Christian friends in the past. They'll be like, Sarah, tarot cards will open the gates of hell. And I'll be like, really? Can the gates of hell be opened that easily? Just with tarot cards? In fact, you can even find tarot cards in bookshops like Kinokuniya. How can it, be sold in Kinokuniya if it will open the gates of hell? Or can tarot cards ruin your life? I'm going to tell you that tarot cards do not ruin your life. You ruin your own life. If you have been following me for some time, basically all my profile is online. You can check my LinkedIn, you can check my old blogs, 10 years of my life, of media interviews and also media coverage of my life in the past 10 years. In fact, more than 10 years are all on the internet. And my life has been amazing. It's going greater and greater and greater and greater, thanks to messages from the tarot cards, and also going into spirituality. So I never messed up my life. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. I have never made like a serious bad life decision that really ruined my life. Though people who ruin their life are the ones who ruin their life first, then they come to seek a tarot reader. Tarot cards did not ruin their life. You ruin your own life based on the choices that you make. When you come to see an astrologer or a tarot reader, take everything as a guidance. An ethical tarot reader or astrologer will not force opinions onto you, or will not force their ideologies or certain mindset onto you, because at the end of the day, they cannot play God, and the power is all in your hands. It's not in the tarot reader's hands. So take everything as a guidance only, whether they are certain positive messages or not so positive messages. I think both of it are actually guidance, because not so positive messages can also tell you to be careful. Meaning, let's say I see the card, okay, you really need to be careful of this guy or this girl, because they have ulterior motives. And I think that even though it doesn't sound that great, but it's also a good guidance too. So take everything from a tarot reading, or if you read tarot yourself, take it as a guidance only. At the end of the day, the power is in your hands. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you manifest all your dreams come true, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.